chance. But all the danger in there. Oh my! What's this? Oh no! But now, well, they all put on the brakes. Oh, spinning back pedal. Outside, inside. Watch out! Loud and rowdy, nearly blew the roof off of this place. The Green Apple Restaurant is the place for all teams. First main event of the year takes place right now. Trios, 2 out of 3 falls. Tag team showdown. It's the return of Super Cows, along with Lobo, Sagrado, and Alpha Danger against Yakuza, LLT Women's World Champion Lady Tigress, and Sicario Sanchez, who demanded before this match that he wanted a really good shot of him winning. Well, that remains to be seen. And look at this, the master teacher and legend of Lucha Libre rounds Super Cows in the early going. One of the top rivalries ever in the history of all team is back. And these two, with noted rivalries, including some of the top stars from Mexico, big matchups, big time environments, big wins against stars in Mexico. These two have had some of the most incredible moments and matches ever in this promotion's history. And it continues here tonight as Yakuza chops an individual who has been an enemy and a partner of Yakuza's in the past. Lobo, aligning himself with the Technicals, can he be trusted? Lobo has defeated Yakuza in the past, but it is rare. Yakuza, a submission master of the ring. Super Cows, a fantastic, awesome high flyer of the ring. A chaotic performer of the ring. A thrill seeker, a risk taker, who will do whatever it takes to win. And Yakuza again, around Super Cows. We'll see a lot of technical skill involved in this clash. The high energy, the excellent training, the fast twitch muscle fibers, the speed of the commands, and Yakuza drags down Super Cows badly onto his back. We'll see awesome aggression, great risk taking, crazy personalities, colorful characters, present and rising stars of the ring, proud to deliver in a big way here tonight. Who cares about the mania of this world? It's all about bringing an alternative. This is Lucha Libre Total, some of the best pro wrestling and Lucha Libre in the Midwest. Look at that, a joke right there by Super Cows, flipping upside down and putting Yakuza in his place. What an incredible athletic maneuver by Cows, who is a human highlight reel of Lucha Libre. Yakuza trapping Cows for a minute, not even a minute, a second, a split second. But all those crazy risks and high flying will be negated by Yakuza and his mat grappling. Cows snaps down Yakuza, and Yakuza has the back up towards the ropes. Cows with speed and agility. Big win in LLT and beyond. The kids look up to him. Excellent vision. A superhero in the ring. Awesome body control. Makes everything look so easy. Yakuza, one of the most notorious of all of the Rudos ever in LLT and the world and beyond. Reputation second to none. Passion, knowledge, skills, and evil force with so many deceptive ways to defeat opponents. Businessman who has stolen mass of legendary stars in Mexico. Big wins. He has clashed with the Rey Mysterios. He has proven himself against all of the vitals of the pro wrestling and Lucha Libre scene. This is one opponent that he has had some issues with in the past that has returned with a purpose. It's Super Cows and Yakuza yet again in our opening fall, and Cows has dropped Yakuza to the floor, and he is hiding. Yakuza can wrestle any style. That's what makes him so dangerous. Every set of eyes is focused on this ring, where our main event is Sicario Sanchez will do battle with Lobo Sagrado. These two competed earlier this evening, but in different matches. What an awesome matchup this should be. Lobo. A lot of history with Lobo and Lady Tigress, and there is no loving to be had here on this occasion. Tigress telling Lobo, you better focus on your opponent in the ring. There will not be any funny business tonight. Collar elbow tie up, waist lock by Lobo. Sicario Sanchez. Lots of power. Excellent on the mat. Lobo trying to use his quickness. Sicario Sanchez recovers quickly. And Sicario backs into one of the four corners of the ring after that takedown. Sicario says, he pulled my pants. That's illegal. The rough and tough cowboy. Very rugged. He will crush bones. He will snap people in half. He is a Rudo with ultimate brutality. Test of strength now. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Lobo had the advantage, and now he has twisted the wrists of Sicario badly. Lobo steps on the hand of Sicario as he rolls to the floor. Lobo Sagrado, a very streaky young athlete of the ring. Once he gets started, he is hard to stop. And he proved himself earlier against the Night Angel Josiah in what could have been, in my estimations, a main event by itself. Well, Lobo's here to fight again, and to make it perfectly clear, he wants to be tops in LLT and in all Lucha Libre in the Midwest. New matchup, LLT Women's World Champion, Lady Tigress. The crazy, suicidal, high flyer, Alpha Danger. It only happens here in LLT right now. Listen to this crowd erupt for this intergender clash that's about to take place. You can hear the percussion echo across every wall in this place. The Green Apple Restaurant is about to become unglued, and this is just the first fall. Alpha Danger, one of LLT's fastest rising stars. Lady Tigress, in controversial fashion, regained the women's championship not too long ago. Running shoulder tackle. Alpha Danger gets the first takedown first. Tigress sidesteps. But Alpha Danger drags down Lady Tigress. Tigress has been rocked. Alpha Danger from the outside to the inside. What a brilliant arm drag. Tigress hiding in the corner. Oh, Tigress lured in Alpha Danger. And now it's time for the domination. The striking of this ferocious feline of the ring. Lady Tigress. She can dominate and control the ring. And she will crush and whip and annihilate the opposition. An honorary member of Los Malditos with a running shoulder tackle. So frightening, no fear. When the bell rings, she uses her body as a weapon. And she can throw anyone around this ring of any shape or size. There go again, Alpha Danger. Just got ran down with ease by the Lady Tiger. Such a vicious strength, awesome power, a brute force making sure, but no, 2 count there. Yakuza's entered illegally. Lucha rules are in effect. You can only have one in the ring on behalf of each team at any one time. And now, the Technicals trying to top up Vito Jr. The Rudos are breaking the rules. Handspring, back elbow, down go the Rudos. Alpha Danger, trapped by Yakuza in one corner. The quickness of Alpha Danger has been neutralized. Well, drop kicked one, dragged down the other. Yakuza and Tigress are down. Flying body attack to Yakuza on the outside. He landed in the first row of chairs. Oh yeah, Kyle's hit Tigress and her head fell backwards on the knee of the fan. Arm drag to Sicario. Tequila Sunrise! Tequila Sunrise! Is this it? Yeah, he tapped! Is he the captain? Yeah, the first ball belongs to the Technicals! That first ball was intense! The Technicals have the lead! If they win the next ball, they will win it all! Sicario, Tigress, Yakuza, trying to recover on the outside! You saw the crazy spring and athleticism by the Technicals. The excitement when Alpha Danger used his body as a weapon, like a torpedo, flying onto the others on the outside. The positive mental attitude, the take charge approach, knowing what they want and how to get it, the Alpha Danger. So impressive. Took over the match at a point in that first ball.
Seguimos con la segunda ronda.
What a spirited first ball, and now the Technicals could finish it. But Lady Tigress is going to step it up, and now she will go face to face with Alpha Danger one more time. The excellent skills of Alpha Danger were on full display in the first ball, and Tigress has had it. What a crushing knee across the side of the head of Alpha Danger as she sends his head crashing up against the mat multiple times. I think the Rudos will have to change their game plan. They will have to use some roughhousing. They will have to resort to doing some multiple person attacks if they have any chance of tying this match. There is no room for error for the Rudos from this point forward in this, the second ball. The taunt by Lady Tigress afar to Cows, to Lobo. But there's nothing they can do about it unless Alpha Danger leaves the ring or makes a tag. Lady Tigress can work over Alpha Danger along with her partners. Yakuza back in the ring. And you know Sicario wants back in. And there is history that exists between these two. Sicario Sanchez. Ever since the crazy moment in a multiple-man elimination match, Sicario Sanchez was revealed, and then he became unleashed. No way for Lobo to protect himself. Yakuza kicked him in the rope right in between his legs. How evil is that? Sicario, Tigress, Yakuza getting ready to smother Lobo Sagrado multiple times. And with every attack, Lobo gets weaker. All the air getting knocked out of the body of Lobo, one by one. And Tigress is directing traffic because she's ready to throw it all in there. Oh my! Hip attack to Lobo and Tigress with the theatrics after the fact. House versus 3. How about no? Snapping kick to the spine by Yakuza. This is our main event. Technicals up 1 fall. But the Rudos have no choice. They must win to make this match continue. Quick drop down by Sicario and a double team attack by Yakuza and Tigress. Whether the fans like it or not, this is a very impressive trio with awesome strengths in many people's estimations. Yakuza, an awesome striker, and his submissions, they will rip and tear every muscle fiber of every tendon, every bone, every fiber, every piece of cartilage. He will bruise you from head to toe if you're not careful. Yeah, Tigress letting everybody know that she's in charge right now. And Alpha Danger might be downgraded to Beta Danger when this is over with. What happened to Lobo? This is a criminal action. The Sacred Wolf is down, and Alpha Danger is the recipient of more harm and tragedy right now. Chop after chop, Papito Jr. turns his head the opposite way. In the interest of fairness, there is nothing fair about 3 against 1 eye. And now, there is a strategy that they're going to bruise and humiliate Lobo Sagrado. They're going to yell, they're going to scream, they're going to make Lobo black and blue from head to toe tonight and every night going forward for daring to get in this ring against these 3. And Tigress told everybody, kiss my tail. Sicario Sanchez smothering Lobo to his demise. Kyle's pointing, trying to get in, saw an opening, entered legally, but watch this! Oh no! Kyle's has been crippled by Sicario! They have history in the past as well! Although Sicario Sanchez doesn't like to admit it, he used to be the wild liger of the ring. But now, after being unmasked, he's become more ruthless, and Yakuza follows suit. You heard the impact of that kick to the hamstring. You hear the voices echoing across the Green Apple restaurant. Kyles cannot fight back. Not forever. Look at that. Kyles got out of the way. Russian clothesline. Yakuza left his feet. All 6 are in the ring now. Kyles with Yakuza in one corner. Guri attack by Lobo to Tigress. Meteor to Tigress. Eat that, Tigress. Dropkick by Kyles to Yakuza. Alpha Danger. Throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Sicario. Papito Jr. can't believe what he's watching. It's got all out of hand. Brutal sandwich. Will we see the Lucha star? Oh yeah, do it again. Make them all experience scrambled brains. the brakes. Triple rope! No! 2 counts only, all around the world. Single leg takedown. Danger into the top buckle. Seatbelt pin. Guerreros have tied it. Guerreros have tied it. Sicario made Lobo give up. Tigress grounded Alpha Danger. Yakuza pin. House. We have a tie. We have a tie. Guerreros have tied it here. Just when you thought the Technicals were going to get the clean sweep, Guerreros awoke from the dead and unleashed fury on the Technicals individually to score successive wins. Everybody was being captain included. We have a tie. The winner of the next fall in sudden death will win it all.
Vamos con la tercera caída.
This is it, third and deciding fall. We're at the Green Apple Restaurant in Chicago. First event of the year for Lucha Libre Total. What a main event this has been so far. Everyone has been showcased. And now we will see who the better trio is. Tigress. Pie faces Alpha Danger. One of the longest awaited events in the promotion's history. These luchadors are fueled up and fired up big time for this clash. And Tigress with a humiliating slap to Alpha Danger while he was on the ropes. It's Rudos versus Technicos. Spinning backflip fist right there has dropped the Alpha Danger badly as Tigress continues to strut around the ring like she owns the place. Alpha Danger avoids the slam by Tigress. Up in the air, Tigress protects herself wisely. Big forearm, Tigress backpedals. Flying arm drag off the ropes. Alpha Danger has dropped Tigress to the outside. The Women's World Champion is down. Alpha Danger. Yakuza. Nope. Tag is made. Here's Lobo versus Yakuza. A lot of previous issues between these two. Outside, inside, Lobo drags down Yakuza. Lobo is such a creative offensive generator inside of that ring. Springboard arm drag. Nicely done by Lobo. We're talking about some of the most determined athletes in the world. There are no obstacles too big to make a statement. The matchups. The war, it rages on. House versus Yakuza yet again. Third and deciding fall, the clothesline puts down Yakuza temporarily, but Kaos wants to keep the action standing. Quick reversal by Yakuza, saying, I've got the brains, I've got the knowledge and the know-how. Wow, Yakuza flipped Kaos to his feet, that was insane. Tijeras turned into an arm drag, how the heck did he do that? Upside down! Kaos with the arm drag to Yakuza again as he's down on the floor. Hip toss! Kaos landed on his feet. He nearly fell to the outside. Wow, flipping somersault! Arm drag! Tigress is down on the floor. Wow, Tigress was so scared, she nearly hit under the ring. It's Lobo and Sicario. Tiggress and Yakuza trying to keep the technicals close by. Voodoo drop. Lobo's been hurt. That's it. Tigress has pinned. Lobo. Yakuza with the verbal submission to Alpha Danger. The Roodles have won this match. Six-person tag team 2 out of 3 falls match ends with the Roodles obtaining the win. A lot of crazy moments in that final sequence, but once the dive connected by Carlos to Sicario, Yakuza, and Lady Tigress were able to work over Alpha Danger and Lobo in order to score the victory here tonight.
Sagrado. Señores, el Sicario. Yakuza.
Two matches, still number one. I'm up next, baby.
Sagrado.
He couldn't get enough of me last time. I had to come again.
De tiempo, juez oficial, el guapito Tigre. Iniciamos, Lucha Libre.
Ocho si contamos a Miche. ¿Y ese chingado pilote carnicero qué? ¡Oro! 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 ¡Oro!
matches. Still number one. Game if you're watching. I'm up next, baby.